Good afternoon, and welcome back to The Siege. Today, on the Red Place, of all things, oh my god, he is on YouTube. Yes, he is, and he doesn't have prepared his camera, because he is an absolute professional. So, I'm doing some deep cleaning right now in my apartment, because it really has to be done. And you know how it goes, right? You're in the middle of doing exactly that, and you're like, this sucks. So let's find a distraction. And I was like, man, I haven't done my YouTube stream in a week. Maybe I should do that. And here we are. Yes, all the distraction. And today we will just play some PvP for a few hours, and then I will take my leave and I will continue what I have been doing before, because again, it has to be cleaned up. Yes. So you shouldn't, but if you see any like cleaning utensils lying around, it's yeah. I'm cleaning up big time. So, but for now, we will play a little bit of PvP, because, as you know, Season 1 of Lost Ark is around the corner. Probably in 2 weeks we will get it. They didn't release it at the same time as the big PvE events, which I do understand. I totally understand the reason behind it. I don't support it, but I understand the reason behind it. So that's that. Let me get the right game captured. And yes, before anybody starts with, Mole, you are looking wild today. I know I need a haircut. I know. I'm aware of that problem. Very much so. Yes. Very much so. I'm aware of that. It's coming. It's coming this week. It's just getting sometimes an appointment with my barber is more difficult than it should be. Yeah. It's like, hey, do you have a date for me? Yeah. In 3 weeks. Okay. Mo, you have been customer here for over 10 years. You should know by now how this works. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't thought that. I don't know me. This is just silver, right? Just silver. Oh my god, I have money again. Awesome. I am so hyped about that. Oh, it's fever time. Not that it matters in any shape or form, because you are still getting nothing out of PvP. Yay. But folks, it is fever time. You know what that means. Rewards which don't exist. I find it unfortunate that they didn't put in any rewards for PvP with the patch. Oh, well, they did. They're now telling you that you are getting PvP sigils, or whatever they're called, and in reality, you don't get them. It's such a tease. It's like, you won 60 sigils. Awesome! Yeah, actually, just kidding. We just put it up there so you know how those sigils will look like when you start to get the rewards in PvP Season 1. Oh. Well, okay then. But yeah, you are not getting anything out of PvP right now. It's a shame. I really have to get better with my Q. I'm misusing my Q still. I'm not using the range of it too much. I'm trying to get too close to the enemy instead of using the Q to get closer to the enemy itself. Also, my combo. I sometimes have the feeling my combo takes a little bit too long. What do we got here? Berserker Paladin. Ooh. And we have Sorcerer Berserker Deathblade. Well, I hate sorcerers. Oh. They can just go fluff themselves. Let's stick with the Paladin. Start the match. Let's go. Mal, you don't have wide view on. Yes, I know. Okay. What did you try to do? Okay, that sorcerer seems to be a bit headless. There. Run right into his ultimate. No. Oh, I'm a little bit out of my league here. Yeah. Yeah. This is so dumb. I hate this ability. I hate it so much. It's a bit dummy. What? Man, that you're jumping into the air and you can still be like hit. It's just dumb. It's dumb as hell. Ugh, I wanted to help him and just jumped right into it. That's the problem of a striker. You're super mobile, but you don't have a lot of like protection spells in general, or spells which make you immune against the staggers. It's yeah, it's a big problem of the striker. Like the striker has their strength, but also has their weaknesses, and I have to get a little bit more careful on. Like right now, right. I should have got her. I didn't. That Deathblade is playing pretty well. What hit? Oh, the mage is back. Dummy Mo. Yeah, she's playing this really good. I don't understand. Like, this is something I hate so much, that my jump, my R, the Phoenix Advent, you were still on the battlefield. You were still absolutely on the battlefield. Where's the rest of my team? There. Cool. Wow, she's interrupting really well. What? How did... How did I get interrupted after my first attack? I sometimes don't understand. I have to learn that. And it isn't... Yeah. The Death Blade carried the team. I think learning about the weaknesses and the strengths of the Death Blade is something I have to do. Because everyone is playing a Death Blade. It's this dominant class in PvP. So that it makes sense the most to actually learn about their weaknesses and to learn when they are out of their depth and when you can punish them. Because right now, I have no freaking clue when that is. I have absolutely no freaking clue. So what I have to do is probably just watching some live streams or some YouTube videos about people playing Death Blades to see when they are the weakest and they completely punish that. Because that Death Blade was playing super careful, but also was hitting and knew when they jump in. So I was actually looking for moments where the Death Blade was just overstepping their boundaries. And they never really did. They never really did. Like, she played it so carefully. And I have to do that as well as a striker. I have to do that as well. See another Death Blade. Like, I have to learn where their weaknesses are. And when they are just sucking in PvP. Plot twist, you can... No, every class has... Every class has their... F moments in PvP. No matter what. Also, can you disappear, please? Thanks. I might switch to widescreen after a while. This is not really for me. Okay, I should have aborted. Okay, now I waited too long. What the? How did that not freeze? My team got just eliminated and I will get killed too. How did we... Wow. I don't know what happened there. I didn't saw it. I just saw a lot of like AoE's ultimates, I think. Yeah, my team screwed that up completely. Don't stand too much together. Wow, I got... Wait, what? Damn it. What? Yeah, I'm dead. That was dumb. That Berserker, man. Ah, yeah. The poor keyboard. Oh yeah, that keyboard will suffer. I'm sorry that you hear that. Yeah, not really. Doesn't really matter. We have lost anyways. We're lost anyways. This is over. I'm just trying to learn something out of this. I don't know what my team did. Nah, that was bad. My team seems to throw themselves at them, which is really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, my team was shit. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. Look at them getting murdered. Death 4 times, 3 times. Didn't kill anyone. Yeah. They didn't... I don't... Yeah. Again, this does, by the way, nothing. This does nothing. You don't get anything. Like, if you're wondering, like, oh yeah, you were getting something. No, you don't. You don't. You do not get anything. It's just like, it's already in the game. This is what you were getting when Season 1 starts. But right now you're getting nothing out of it. Yeah, that was unfortunate. My team was just throwing themselves at the enemy. And I get it. It's the the beginner mistake, so to speak, you were doing in Lost Ark PvP, especially if you were a melee fighter. You were trying to throw themselves at the enemy, and you were trying to look for any opening you can find, which in itself is not a bad idea. The bad idea is that you are throwing themselves or yourselves at the enemy, and it's like, no, you have to wait. And also staying together the whole time is not something you want to do. Like, stuck in together like crazy the whole time. Like, yes, you want to be in range to help each other out, for sure. But this whole thing of let's be a cluster is such a bad idea in the game where everything is an AoE attack. Like, if you were not careful, like, just one attack can literally screw you over. And that's not really what you want. But hey, this is what this is for, right? It's not Season 1 yet. I wanna learn, like other people want to learn. Like, I'm not getting worked up about that. It's not Season. It's pre-training. Yeah, I have to admit, my biggest problem is definitely one of the Berserkers, because they seem to have like a lot of abilities which make them completely immune against CC, even when they are pulling them. And it's really tough for me as a striker to know, okay, can I go in there? Can I hurt the Berserker? And most of the time, I decide to go for other targets. I'm trying to not touching the Berserker, if it is possible. Of course, if the Berserker is a vulnerable situation, that changes. But most of the time, I'm trying to stay away from them. Oh, a Gun Lancer. Oh, I see that very rarely. 2 Shadow Hunters and the War Dancer. Okay. So we have a nice, diverse team. The Gun Lancer can be absolutely amazing here, or can be absolutely dog shit. Yeah. One of the two. Ugh, 2 Shadow Hunters. There would be a problem when they are both going into their demon form. We'll see how that goes. I still don't know which target I actually want to take. Okay, that was far too early. Okay. Nobody followed that up. They lost their speed buff. Yeah, she helped. Okay, there goes our gun lancer. Oh, this is dumb. Nice one. Okay, they're just going in. Like a dingus. The hell? I misclicked. Alright. Well, I put a link in my videos. You get an email and all that. No chance. Yeah, the gun lancer is unfortunately, as I expected, absolutely useless. Hey, Vagabond. Yes, not on Trovo. Over the weekend, I'm sometimes trying to do YouTube for... They're looking out for each other. Good on them. Not so good on us. What? I misclicked. Yep. Yeah, our gun lancer is unfortunately pretty shitty. Like that's the problem with gun lancers in PvP. I think, like, don't get me wrong, gun lancers in PvP are really well. And I'm not hitting. Oh, wow. And steal the kill. You're good. Yeah, this was over. Well, but yeah, no, I'm trying to do some Lost Ark YouTube over the weekend. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, gun lancers, man. Oh my god, she got just murdered. Gun lancers are so weird in PvP. They can be really well, but I think the level of skill you really need to be successful with a gun lancer is just absolutely crazy, because you're missing so many other skills normal classes have in PvP, and especially if you have enemies which are very agile and have a lot of movability. If you are missing one of your skills as a gun lancer, you are absolutely screwed. Like, this is the reason why I'm not playing my gun lancer in PvP. It's as simple as that. I don't touch that. I think that the gun lancer is horrid to play in PvP. I don't like the playstyle at all, which is weird because I like to play the gun lancer in PvE, but in PvP I don't feel the gun lancer in any shape or form. It's like, eh. whatever. So yeah, people have to get used to that. I think this was my second gun lancer I've seen since the release in PvP. And not a lot of gun lancers. But yeah, no, I'm trying to stream a little bit of Lost Ark over the weekend because it's kind of weird how YouTube works. Like, I know that YouTube is a place where a lot of people are just going through, you know. Like, it's very different to what Twitch is, where Twitch is trying to train their people to stay in channels and to stay with the content creator. YouTube is the complete opposite, right? They are basically training their viewers to move along. And that's cool, because that actually means that you have a chance to be seen, that people are watching you on YouTube, right? So that is a huge up. But the down of all of this is that you're also having people who are normally coming in for your videos. They don't always watch your videos. And that also doesn't mean that they're watching your live streams. It's a weird mix of, that's awesome that people moving around on YouTube and checking out new content. But that also means they're checking out new content and they are less bound to what you are doing and they less care for that. So what I'm trying to do is like playing a little bit of Lost Ark here and there whenever I can on YouTube, to combine that with the videos I have been pushing out on YouTube, because they have been hugely successful. Like, the success I had with the Lost Ark videos is kind of staggering and humbling. So I'm trying to transform that somehow, somewhat, into some live streaming success. But so far, less. Yeah. I think also a lot of people do not associate YouTube with live streaming still. Like, oh, I'm not sure if you should do that, what you just did. Oh, lucky. I'm slowed. What? No, my attack came through. Oh, what? How did I not hit that? Sometimes my abilities are like, don't hit. Oh, she is super pissed. She was in a demon form and she couldn't grab me. She was so pissed. She was absolutely pissed. This is what I meant. Like, I am in the air. Come on, bitch. Game. Don't be that way, please. Okay, that was his ultimate. Nice. Yep, couldn't do anything. I was in CC. That was shitty. What? Dumb. And they won. I hit. Wow. Okay. Good. Ah, shoot. No! Ah. That was close. That was really, really close. That was super close. Yeah. Yeah, our sorceress was not as amazing as I would hope to. Like, she was kind of middling. Oh yeah, Gun Lancer is a very different beast. This is what I'm dreading from switching to Gun Lancer to some of the main classes I'm waiting for. And why are you blinking? Oh, stop that. Oh no, don't cancel that. Since when are you blinking up there? But yeah, that's what I'm dreading a little bit, moving from the Gun Lancer to another class in PvP, PvE, not PvP. I'm not playing Gun Lancer in PvP. Frustrating. 3 games, 3 losses. And right now I'm feeling like the one thing I have to get better is aiming. I'm panic hitting my buttons a little bit too much. So I have to get better at aiming. Like, I have a very, very narrow path for my abilities. So I have to get better at that. I'm also missing a lot of abilities. Like, my AoE is not very wide. And so you need some pinpoint accuracy. Which, you know me. Pinpoint accuracy is not necessarily my forte in any video games. It's like, you know, aiming and shit. So, yay. Berserker. Oh, they also have a striker and a berserker. Wow, they have... Wait, do they have the same team as we have? Yes, they have. Wow, this is a mirror match. Okay. Well, this could be interesting or absolutely devastating, depending on what we get. Okay, mirror match time. Okay. Oh, run right into his ultimate. I misclicked. Folks. That was a really good ultimate, man. That was one ultimate in a million. I would never replicate that ever again. I can already tell you that. That was a really, really good ultimate. Man. Oh, nice. Okay. 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 Ah, greedy. Nah. That was still good. There was one health. I think this was my first death in general. So I take it. Yeah, she got it. What? I was... Oh wow, I didn't know you can get frozen in that. Nah. He thought he got me. Cute. Wow. Decimated them. That was a mirror match which didn't go well for them, that's for sure. Like, damn. Yeah, our Berserker had a field day. Wow. Wow. They were not... I mean, I had 4 kills, 9 assists. So every time something happened out of what, the 10 kills we had, I was there for 90% of them. And also MVP, just saying. But yeah, this was a crazy round. This was a crazy round. Like, we absolutely dominated them. I wonder why. Like, what I would love to do, I would sometimes love to watch a replay of that match. Like, you can just go into replay mode and watch the match play out. I mean, they already have a, what is it? A viewer mode. Like, you can already watch fights. So it's not that far of a step from here. Are you automatically find something, or is this opening up stuff? Wow, nobody's doing custom games? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, that was quick. Probably everyone is playing it because of fever time. Spectator, yes. Yeah. And it's like, folks, you are not getting anything out of fever time. Sorry, the game is tricking you. But no, I get my marks. I wonder if you were actually getting like any of those trinkets. Oh, 2 Shadowhunters. Scrapper, Bard, Artillerist. Ooh. This might be the domination from us, or we will get completely dominated. I don't think this will be a fair fight. Like, it will swing into one direction or the other. Like, they will murder us, or we will get murdered. One of the 2 things will happen here. Okay, there's the Bard. There's the Artillerist doing its artillery thing. There was the nuke. It's so dumb that you were immune against that. Wow, okay. Well, that Bard... I misclicked. Okay, lots of nukes. Slightly panicking. Good, good, good. Okay. She, like... Also, how are we losing? What is going on here? I'm dominating 2 people. How is that possible? Like, what? Yeah, my team is unfortunately totally ass. That is unfortunate. That is absolutely unfortunate. Like... Man, their scrapper completely murdered my 2 shadow hunters. Like, I don't even know like what to say here. Like, like we have 2 shadow hunters, and they are focusing not on the freaking bard and the artillerist. No, we have to fight the scrapper. Let's fight the scrapper. I was like, are you dumb? Why are you fighting the scrapper? I don't get it. It's like you have 2 assassins, and the 2 assassins are like, hey, you see this dude with the most health and the biggest armor and the most agility on the battlefield? Let's get this fool. In which world? Oh. Yo, Dragonite. Yeah, how about I use my head against this brick wall? But you could use the jelly. Nah, that's no fun. I don't get it, man. Like, look. I'm not implying that I'm the best PvP player there is. I am. I mean, everybody knows that. But, like, come on. Even I know how to identify the targets for my class. I don't get it. It's such a weird thing sometimes from the people. You know, it's doubling down on the things you know are wrong. I know this is wrong, but I have to do it. Oh, Gunlancer. Yeah, I will stay away from you quite a bit. Sorceress and Deadeye. Well, I found my targets. Definitely found my 2 targets. Mm-hmm. And I think the same thing goes through the mind of the scrapper. Like, we found both our targets. If the scrapper is going for the Gunlancer, I swear. Alright, let's do this. Okay, there's the shot. Didn't go for the Gunlancer. That was just an unfortunate event. The Gunlancer is defending its crew. I hate sorcerers. I hate them so much. Okay. Oh. She had a thingy. That Gunlancer actually knows what he is doing. And that is not a good thing. So remember when I said I will not attack the gun lancer? No, I'm not fighting him there though. Yeah, you can forget that. Oh, right into the... Oh, bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Gun Lancer pissing you off? Well, he was weak. Like, again, I'm not going for the Gun Lancer normally, but... Ah, oh my god, that was a... She has too much CC, man. I hate... Sorceresses, man. That's another class. I have to get my eyes on how to make their life hell. Like, they have a lot of CC, which is a problem. Like, so much damage, but also so much CC. And it's like, okay, how do you do that? It's like, yeah, I wonder, like, I don't know where the coin of courage is going, but you're not getting it. Like, it's not going into my inventory, it's not going into my bank thingy or whatever that is. I always forget what it is called. Like, I wonder if they are showing up when Season 1 is coming around, or if this is just a bug and it shouldn't show at all, because you shouldn't get anything, but you don't get the coin of courage. You don't get it. And before anybody says, well, look in your storage. No, it's not in my storage. I've already checked my storage. Thank you. I have no clue. Like, I would say they are not showing up anywhere. So, in your currency list, there could be... Where's the currency list? I always forget where that is. It should be down here then, right? But yeah, it isn't. Where is that? I never look at my currency list. Una's task. Maybe in the currency list. This is why I maybe have forgotten about it. Where is that? The currency chest, upper left. Thank you. Token items. Oh yeah, there it is. Ah, wonderful. Okay. That's good. So you're actually getting something out of it. Goody. Man. Speaking about hiding things. The game is really good sometimes, like, to have multiple lists where you don't know where it's in. Thank you. I'm just waiting for the meme. People like showing Lost Ark interface, then the Ubisoft game, and they are like, see, that's a good interface, Ubisoft. And I'm just sitting here and be like, oh, let's be clear here. The UI in Lost Ark is pretty bad. you have far too many storages for your multiple currencies. Oh, the range. Oh, shit. Oh, somebody is in writing mood. I'm dead. I will not read what they say because they just died and they probably already throw the profanity around them because they shouldn't play PvP. Oh my god, they have 3 assassins. And I got stuck. Let's defend the sorceress, because it seems like the sorceress can actually, like... How are the odds of happening? Pretty high, actually. Pretty high, actually. Because of like how many death blades and demon bitches are out there. The chance for that is actually really high. Try to save her. Yeah, I was dead. Doesn't matter. But the chance for this to happen is actually really high, all things considered. Oh, they're just running now. What? How? Oh, so close. Wow, so close. That was close. Yeah, 3 assassins were just going in. We should have just stayed probably with the sorceress and tried to defend her as much as possible. And then we would have probably get them. Probably. But no need to lament about that. No need to lament about that. I really love at some point, maybe. I still kind of wrap my head around that Lost Ark doesn't have a team matchmaking. I still cannot wrap my head around that. It's like, why does that not exist? And Lost Ark is like, oh, come on. Let me... This is not the second time you kicked me out of the options. Oh yeah, look at their contenders instead of going into the options, because screw them. Ooh, a Sophist. Don't see that often. Yeah, can I please go into the options? Thank you. Immunity. I'm dead. Or not. I have to admit, I don't like... I just realized how do I not like the aspect ratio. I just realized how much I don't like this. Ugh. Okay, I have to die. Okay. I had to die. It was too much time. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that, man. I stopped her. Okay. Now it's survive. Yeah, like like the problem is, of course, it depends how widespread that issue is. If it is like a 1 or 2 person issue and it needs some like deeper investigation, then what most companies unfortunately do at that point are like, well, that's your problem. Like, I hope it is easy to fix, but you have a very, very weird and specific issue. And if it's not widespread, then most of the time it will never be fixed. I hope the opposite is just something I've learned over the years, how companies are handling that. I still remember, I would never forget that, there was an issue. What was it? The GeForce 660 GTX? I think it was the 660 GTX from a video from GameWard? I think it was from GameWard. And basically, if you had that card, you could not play Battlefield. Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 had a specific way on how they handled the Frostbite engine, which made it possible that you could basically not play with that card. And it would crash your PC after a few minutes of playing. There was no workaround. There was nothing you could do. And of course, everyone with that specific card, me included, was going to dice with that. And that was like, that sounds like an NVIDIA issue, not our problem. And NVIDIA was like, well, that sounds like a GameWard issue, not our problem. And GameWard was like, well, that sounds like a Battlefield problem, not our problem. And that's what they basically did. The reason why I never really played Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4. Because my GPU at the time could not play that game. Every other game was completely fine. She dead? Oh boy. This word. Oh my god, I missed it. I missed it like a dingus. Yeah, that sounds like a RAM issue? Well, not a RAM issue, but maybe even like a HDD issue. Man, what I would also like in this game, that they make it easier to see they make it easier to see which is your friend AoE and which isn't. Oh, that was in. Well, whatever. Yeah, but apparently he has this for like a while. It's not like hey, everything has to be loaded. It's like don't get me wrong, like loading in certain things is always a thing in this game. It's Unreal Engine 3. But it seems like he has a bigger problem. Yeah, maybe the HDD is the problem. Maybe the HDD is the problem. Because especially Unreal 3 engine games are notorious for loading shit in far too slow on HDDs. Like, that might actually be your culprit right there. See, like the board is still loading in. And it takes a while. But that's because, I assume that's because of my M2. Yeah, but yeah, like again, especially Unreal Engine 3 games have been notorious with loading issues. Like when you were looking back at like Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears 3, which was all Unreal Engine 3, and man, the texture loading in those games, holy shit. They were pretty bad back in the day. Like, Unreal Engine 3 is notorious for it. Unreal Engine in general, but especially the Unreal Engine 3, which this is running on, is notoriously bad for HDDs. So, I will be honest, my best bet, yeah, having this game on an HDD. Like, in general, like, games nowadays running on HDDs is never a good thing, but you probably know that. But yeah, this, not an expert here, but if you want to have my opinion, I think it's the HDD. Well, Chaos, thanks for that valuable information. Not everybody has things available. Don't get cocky, Chaos. Like, stating the obvious doesn't help. Okay, we have a war dancer, an artillerist, and a gunlancer. Both 2 strike. Okay. Man, what is going on here today with the double classes? Yeah, I mean, SSDs became much better when it comes to the price. Whew, there was a nuke coming in there. Yep, I got nuked. Yikes. Well, you also want a little bit of like, but what? Artillerist, man. It's too much. Like, she's covering him. She's covering him. Not much you can do there when you have another range who is just covering another. Like, that's the problem with artillerist. I think right now artillerists have a pretty easy going in arenas because they're mistaken as a range, as a weak range, which doesn't have a lot of life. They're not. They're tanks in a range costume. That's what they are. And they are getting mistaken for that. So this is why we're getting obliterated. Our two melee fighters are going for the artillerists right now like crazy. And that gets them murdered. You do not go for the artillerist. It's as simple as that. We're dead. Doesn't matter really at this point anymore. We've lost. Artillerist is very tanky. If you were skilling him the right way, then yes, he's very tanky in PvP. Yep. 1460 artillerist carried them together with the gunslinger. Because the problem is, like, the artillerist and his playstyle in PvP is pretty simple. Enemies attack you. You put down your 3-second nuclear strike, artillery strike, all in your position. You barely get any damage, and because the enemies are like, yeah, he's not doing much, I can punch him the whole time. After 3 seconds, you are getting all those damage coming down, and then people getting obliterated. That's the problem. Like, people make the mistake as a melee to stick onto the artillerist, and that's exactly what you want. Like, as an artillerist in PvP, you don't have a lot of, like, maneuverable stuff. You don't have a lot of, like, abilities you can just flinch around and then hope. Like, what you hope as an artillerist in PvP is that the enemy is coming to you and sticks to you, so you just have to put down your AoEs, and because they don't really have, like, a cast time, you can just do that in between getting hit by the enemy, and then at some point where you didn't get as much damage because of all your defensive maneuvers, the enemy gets obliterated by the AoE. And people don't get that. Understandably, because, oh, range, yes. Like, he is basically the trick class. He's the trap. You know, when you see other range classes, you are like, yeah, you are my first target. Oh yeah, come here, you squishy thing. And with the artillerist, it's like, gotcha, bitch. And people have to learn that. You can put some hits in, but then you have to leave immediately, because you can bet that the nuke has already been planted underneath your feet. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the flamethrower is also pretty hilarious. Oh, this will be brutal. A bard and a paladin. Shields galore. And we have none of that. Yeah, the Shadow Hunter will have a field day here with all the shields. That Shadow Hunter is already looping up. That Shadow Hunter... I mean, she can just go in. No! Okay. Yeah, totally forget. Like a dingus. I waited too long. I have to get my cooldowns better in order. I had to die anyways. I couldn't, like, we still have 2 minutes on the clock. I had to die at some point. Yeah, the SSDs, if you're not going for NFMe 2s, SSDs are actually not bad anymore. Yeah, you made one mistake, bitch. You don't have your bard anymore. Our Berserker had a field day. Berserkers are really strong. Well, keep in mind though, if you buy an NFMe 2, please make sure that your motherboard is not too old. It shouldn't. But especially if you bought an older motherboard, which was a little bit cheaper, you might run into an issue that your motherboard cannot handle NVMe 2s. So check that before you buy one. I actually had that happen to a buddy of mine who was like, hey, my motherboard is only, what was it at the time, 4 years old? And I was like, okay, yeah, that should be good. But he bought a little bit of a cheaper one and it didn't have an NVMe 2 slot. Yep. So please make sure that you have one if you were going for an NVMe 2. Just saying. Even though there is a discussion to be had that the difference between a SATA SSD and an NVMe 2 in video games right now is non-existent. Because video games are not built with SSDs, leaving alone NVMEs, in mind. There was actually I think it was Linus Tech Tips, which did a test with multiple games, multiple different SSDs and NVMEs and HDDs, and he was basically testing it through and through, and he was also testing it for people playing it. Man, why am I always the key player? Holy shit, stop putting me into the spotlight like this. Everyone is going for me. Please don't. But they were basically testing it, and with like right now games, the difference is non-existent. Shit. Scrapper, or this is a scrapper, right? No, war dancer. I think I can go for the gun dance. Oh, wait. Sophist? I think I will go for the Sophist. Let's see. But yeah, the problem is that video games right now oh, she's pissed. I have to stop this. I have to stop this. Ah, shit. Shit. I missed 50% of my attacks, and that was exactly my problem. Oh shit, she has her tier 3 already? And they have 3 against 1. I didn't know my team was dead. I made a mistake. I made a mistake here. She's playing her class much better than I do. Much, much better. She knows how to play the Sophist. Don't let the sophist do its thing. Don't do that. Don't let the sophist do its thing. They wanted me both. I'm dead. Yep. That's unfortunate. Awesome. What? Why? Victory! Awesome. Again. Like. Wow. Our gunslinger definitely carried us here a bit. I mean, we all did pretty well under our circumstances. I was less of a team player because I was focusing on the Soul Fist, which did crazy amount of damage here. Like, I tried to intervene as much as possible, and I think if I wouldn't have done that, we would have had much bigger problems. But that's my belief. I think I did pretty well to interrupt the Soul Fist. I don't like how the Soul Fist, like, it's kind of interesting that I started the Soul Fist as my main. And PvE, well, they nerfed the shit out of the Soul Fist there. Feels a bit weird. And in PvP, they've made it so that you are basically just, you activate your tier 3 power buff, your hype, or whatever they call it in English. I just call it Super Saiyan 3. And then you are trying to burn and roast as many people as possible in those, 20 seconds, 30 seconds you have. And then afterwards you will feel pretty useless till you can do it again. And I just don't like that. I'm not a fan who has those. This is my damage window. And afterwards I'm just sitting in the corner and pray that nobody finds me. It's like, yeah. No. Not really what I'm interested in. That's why I'm playing the Striker. The problem with the Striker is, as I said before, you have a lot of abilities which can get interrupted. So we have to plan accordingly. That's me in the corner. I'm apparently the Key Slayer again. I love how the game is like win streak of 3 in the last 30 battles. That's just 10%. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, man. But we have been key player in the last 3 games, so that's great. That's great. Oh, look, it's the stupid... I got the power! I don't want it to get for the sorceress. Okay. She dead. She's dead, Jim. I couldn't. I was shocked. I couldn't move. No, she stays dead. Damn it. I thought I got him. I thought I got him. I did not. Waste of time. Oh, wow. I take that. I hate that so much, that you can get interrupted in the air. I'm dead. But I take her with me. Yes. And I take you with me. What? How? I'm back! The distance you can go with a striker, it's kind of ridiculous sometimes. It's this... Did you miss me? I'm back. Yes. I have to say, I did make sure that the gunner, or Deadeye, or whatever she's called, Gunslinger, Gunner, Gunslinger, similar. Didn't get away much. She definitely didn't have a fun time. I can say that for certain. She got murdered quite a bit. Well, on to the next one. Man, this is 4 win streaks in a row. Ugh. Oh man, I mean, look at this. Look at how long it takes, even with my NFME too. Look how long this takes. It's Unreal Engine, always. It's always the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine, is, especially the third one, is notorious for taking ages to load stuff in. So... What? Friend request? No, I don't think so. I don't even know who you are. Oh. Accrued double skill kills for the last 30 battles. 5. Oh boy. And she's on our team. Oh yeah. Let's see what we can do here. We have 2 war dancers, aka strikers. A sorceress, a deathblade, and a paladin. Ooh, this could be... Ooh, this could be dirty. This could be really dirty. I don't think I want to be here. Okay, Paladin is doing everything to protect her. She doesn't like me much, I think. I think I did good. This was my first death. So, and I murdered a good chunk of people. I made them hate myself. Oh, this will hurt. Oh, this will hurt. Yep. Shit. This is not good. Yeah, I had to die there. I had to die. Okay. Whew. Man! Man! We did... Sure, I wasn't the one who carried. I have to admit. I wasn't this time the one who carried. But I think Deathblade is now hating me. With all her heart. Like every time she came around the corner was like, "Hi, I'm murdering you now." She already got a punch in her face and was just like, "Boom, get out of here." She didn't like me much. Just tilting the enemy is a very, very fun thing to do. I might not win, but there might be another person now who is just closing out the game and is like, "I don't give a shit about this game anymore." Like, yeah. But I think this will also be our last round for today. We are doing here right now. Let's hope this is a win. I don't want to end this on a loss. I mean, we had, what, 5 wins in a row now? Yeah, the gods of victory, don't give me that for free. This will probably just be domination. Okay, we have now 2,800 coins of courage. Sweet, 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 sweet. Still don't know what to do with it, but cool, 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 cool. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Like, cool, 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 cool. I think you needed something like 12,000 or something, like, to really do something with them. If I still remember the beta and the Russian version correctly. It's been a while though. Wait, I had only 15 battles? Really? No. No. I cannot be... Like, this is now what? Battle number 8 today? I definitely did more before that. That's odd. Yeah, that... Weird. What are we? Shadowhunter Paladin against Berserker Paladin Deadeye. Oh, fuck. And they're running, of course, around with the Deadeye. Okay, there's the Berserker doing its Berserker thing. Okay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ah, somebody who takes his time. Oh, wow. Okay, that Deadeye doesn't want to get fought against. Yeah, this will be... dirty. Yeah. Shit, man. That Paladin and Berserker look out for each other and make sure that the Deadeye can move freely. This is so dumb. This is so dumb that when you were in the air, you can just be stopped by a normal attack. Yep, and then the others come back immediately when they see that her Deadeye is in trouble. That is not good. Yep. Shit. No clue what to do here. I knew it. After 5 wins. 7 wins we had? I don't know anymore. Like, yeah, of course. This has to be a wash. The last game of the day. But also, I have to admit, like, they are playing this so well. Like, they are playing this really well. They come, like, if I wouldn't know it better, they're a team, which they're not, because teams don't exist. Maybe they were lucky, but yeah, this is just... What the hell? Also, that Paladin is using his shields so well. Like, the amount of damage he has absorbed. It's ridiculous at this point. Like, he did a really good job. Because you mentioned the victory, yes, because of that. But yeah, this was too expected. Like, that Paladin was knowing how to play PvP. Yep. Wow, look at that. Look at the Berserker go. Yeah, if I wouldn't know it better, I would have said that this was a team playing together. But you might say, wow, your team didn't do any damage. No. The damage dealt, which they are showing, is minus the shields. So, the shields from the Paladin, this is why we didn't do that much damage in comparison. It's because the Paladin blocked all of the damage. Like, as I said before, it's such a... If you have a support who knows when to pull their shields, when to pull their defensive abilities to protect your group, is such a valuable asset that in ranked, you need a support. If you do not have a support in your team, later on, you are automatically effed. Like, I have seen videos of high-end South Korean players when they don't get a support in the later games, they just wait in their room. They literally just wait there in the starting area and they're like, we concede. Like, we concede. We don't have to try this. Like, And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, like, yeah, sure, you could remove shields and all that. But I think the matchmaking should just make sure that there is always a support. But Mo, that means you would wait much, much longer on the game. Yeah, given, sure. But what is the alternative? Not having a support? And then basically getting murdered by it? I mean, that's no fun either. Like, there's always a down. Of course, well, you could just say that shields only last for like 2 seconds, maybe at best, or don't absorb too much damage. There are ways how they could handle this, but the devs have to take a look at PvP. And for the last 3 years, they didn't make a lot of changes to PvP. Not at all. And they admitted it themselves. Like, they're like, yeah, we never conceptualized Lost Ark necessarily as a PvP game, and we were surprised for ourselves how much people enjoy PvP. Right. Like, they were surprised by that themselves. This is why this year they actually want to do more with PvP. Which is great. Which is great. But folks, with that said, I will leave you now. Yes, I will leave you, because I also have to continue my deep cleaning here, which I just interrupted halfway through, because I was looking for a way to finish that, and I was just like, let me do something else. So yeah, I will be back probably on Monday. I don't know. I will definitely be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. ET with the Founders Arc podcast. If you didn't know, Mr. Beaver and I do a podcast every once in a week on a Sunday at 4 p.m. East Coast time. That is 10 p.m. Central European time. And we are talking about, oh, wait a second. No, wait a second. USA is switching to summertime, right? It's daylight saving times. Yeah, over there. Nobody calls it that. Yeah. They're switching over, so they're moving their clocks an hour up. So that means we are starting at... Well, I think we are still starting at 4 p.m. ET. Yeah, I think we are still starting at 4 p.m. ET. Yeah. We will still start at that time. But that means we are starting an hour sooner in EU. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's still 4 p.m. ET. Oh, that also means my streams. I might actually just start an hour earlier. 1 hour later? Wait, how is this going? An hour earlier. Yeah. I might start an hour earlier for the people in the East Coast. But I'm still starting at 3 p.m. my time. Doesn't really change. That's a weird thing. And then 2 weeks later, it's Europe, which is moving, right? Let me see. Oh, so confusing. When is that happening? Yeah, on the 27th of March. So we are basically 2 weeks afterwards. Oh. All right. With that said, folks, I have to get out of here. And then tomorrow there will be a Founders Ark, a Lost Ark podcast, where we are talking about Lost Ark in a week and what happened. Yes. Yes. All right, folks. But with that said, I have to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful weekend. And if you're watching on YouTube, well, it will probably be back next weekend, maybe. We will see. If you want to watch us, you can find us on Monday to Friday, starting at 9 a.m. ET, with Mole in the morning in the gaming news. And you can find us at trovo.live/ChaosMole. And yeah, if you want to check us out there, you're more than welcome to do so. And we are playing a lot of Elden Ring right now, and also some Lost Ark here and there. With that said, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Ka-ching!